Hi, I'm Justin and I wanted to do a follow-up on my Murphy bed video. I've gotten a lot of questions in the comment section and I thought I would answer them for you. One of the biggest comments I've gotten is on my use of pistons. I didn't include it in the original video. I was just kind of being lazy. I didn't actually film the process of putting them in. I did add pistons. I will link them in the description below which ones I used. I added pistons to assist with opening and closing the Murphy bed because it was kind of heavy and I was able to lift it no problem myself, but everybody else in my house was having trouble with it, and my guests, I didn't want anybody to struggle and I didn't want to fall on anybody, so the pistons really do help with that. So let me show you how those work. One of the nice advantages that came with putting the pistons in is that the Murphy bed holds itself in place now without the pins in there, so it's not moving forward or backwards. The pistons actually hold it in place, which is really nice for kind of like peace of mind. So when you push it up, it kind of stays where it's at. You don't need pins in. I always do just for safety, but it's nice because it kind of holds itself in place. So, oh, can't forget this. So the bed is pretty light while it's in this area. It does get heavy at the bottom, so you do have to be careful at the bottom. Just make sure you have a good hold on it and it goes down nice and easy. So I did install the pistons here. It's not the prettiest thing. I wish I would have had a better solution. I wish I would have thought of it earlier on, but this was an after the fact addition. To install the pistons, I did have to get inside the Murphy bed, so I brought the pistons in there. I mounted the bottom plate first, and then I got inside, pushed the bed up without the mattress in it, of course, otherwise I wouldn't have fit, and pushed it past parallel for the wood, screwed it in there so that there was a little bit of give, and that's what kind of holds it in place. And then when I put it down, it worked great actually. I don't know if this is the proper way. This is probably definitely not the right way to install it. You should install the pistons before the swivels go together. That would be the best alternative, I believe, but they really do help. And because of the pistons, I did have to cut the headboard down. I just took 2 inches off of it, inch for each side. That made it so I could, oh no! That made it so I could, oh no! I wish that I could cover up the pistons, but I haven't figured out a way. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. So I am gonna go through some of the comments here. I can't see. Try to do this without my glasses. So I'm gonna go through some of the comments here and answer some questions best I can. The first question was from, I'm gonna fanboy a little bit. DIY creator said, bed came out great. So Glen, thank you very much. Your video was an inspiration. I had so much fun building it and I look forward to all your projects coming out. All right, done fanboy. That was pretty cool though. A lot of people were supportive. Nice job. Give me some pro tips. I know I'm not the best woodworker. I'm trying. Trying to learn as best as I can. I've learned from watching my dad growing up and from YouTube, so if I do make any mistakes, let me know. I'll change them. No commercial dust collection system. Keep it up. Thanks, Dylan. Which part is without the expensive hardware? So without the expensive hardware, so if you've ever looked into actually building a DIY Murphy bed kit, that you do have to get the pistons, the hinges, and all the different mechanical parts that go into it, along with all the wood. So that probably, usually the kits run about $300 themselves, where the only real mechanical parts you had to get for this was the boat swivels. 14 bucks is a lot less expensive than the $300 Murphy bed kits. You do still have to pay a bit for the wood. The pistons weren't bad either. I think I paid a total of like $25 for both of those. So not bad either. Great job. Few questions. What size plywood did you use? I just used 3/4 inch sheets. How many sheets total were required to complete the job? It's a good question. I had a little bit of scraps from a previous project, but I believe I built this with maybe 4.5 sheets of plywood. So you probably want 5 sheets for a little bit extra, but I think I had some from a previous project. I think it was the cowboy silhouette. which was able to squeeze me in, and I didn't have much scrap left over at all, so not much wasted material. Where'd I get the pistons? I will link the pistons in the description. They're on the main video, linked in the description if you want them. How much material did you waste? Not much. I've got like maybe 4 feet left in the garage right now that I'll use for something else, so not much at all. I would recommend a new blade on your miter saw. Yeah, I actually borrowed that from my dad, so maybe when I give it back to him, I'll put a new blade on it. Great job, Justin. Thank you. Phenomenal video. People are so nice. Thanks so much. I learned a great deal. I paid $10 for that little piece of pine. It was. I was always skeptical of buying select pine, but it was really nice, and it does look really good in the finish with all the trim pieces. He suggested cutting up a 2x4 and making my own kind of select pine, but I don't think my saw has the capability. I know it can cut it, but I don't think it can get that smooth. So we'll see. Maybe I'll try it one time, maybe when I change the saw blade out. Excellent build video. Nice job, great job, well done, awesome job. You guys are so nice. Let me guess, you're from the East Coast, so I'm thinking Pennsylvania. Where are you going to sand it or seal it somehow? Not from the East Coast, I live in Arizona. Sanding and sealing, it's sanded. I plan to stain and seal it, but I just can't pick a color yet. And I really like the natural like wood, and I don't know, it does look unfinished, but I really like it. So we'll see. I'll get there eventually. I might be moving it soon, so I don't want to commit to a color if I'm going to put it in a different room. What is the actual interior dimensions of the mattress box? I had this all written down. Let me go grab my tape measure. Had this all memorized, but I built this like 4 months ago. Interior is 53 inches by 74. That fits a double-sized bed, very snug. Now, what I mean very snug, it is tight. I would give myself a little bit more room next time. Will you share the plans, please? I did plan on making plans. I just haven't got around to it. But when I do, I'll share them. Good job. How well did the mini guinea fly? I love this question because that means someone was paying attention in the back. Someone said, how did the mini guinea fly? I do like to build planes, and it flew great. It's one of my favorites. It was my first dual prop.
You're gonna try to put him in there?
This could be the only time I get it in the air.
It's flying.
And actually one of my first builds, which was pretty ambitious, but it flew great. I want to build it again, but now I can use differential thrust, and I hope it flies even better. Fantastic work. Looks crazy. I'm in the process of similar 2 questions. How are the boat swivels holding up? The boat swivels were great. I've had no problems with them, and I think they are plenty strong enough. What size poundage gas pistons did you use? I think they were like 120 pound gas piston. I'm not sure. They will be linked in the description below, like I said. The bed, more questions about the bed. The bed is really heavy without the pistons, so I would suggest using them. Try to build them into the design early on so you don't have to just throw them on like I did. They do help a lot. It is possible to lift and lower it without them. It's just not as safe. Outstanding job. How much out-of-pocket expenses from this project set you back, and would you do it again? Yeah, I'd do it again. It was the most fun and rewarding build I've had so far, just because there were so many functional pieces. Total expenses, I think, with all the wood materials that I bought, I think I was probably around the $300 range, which isn't bad for a Murphy bed of this quality. Yeah, really good. You could probably get it for cheaper if you have a better supplier for wood. Great job. Is it 10 inches or 12 inches?
That's what she said.
Yeah. They're talking about the mattress box. I did 10 inches. Actually. Yeah, it's 10 inches. I was originally going to do 8 inches, and I think I should have done that because the wood box does stick a little bit too high, and my friend said that his leg could feel it when they were sleeping on it. This is a 10-inch mattress with a pillow top, so it puts it over probably about 12 inches. I would do an 8-inch box next time. I'd go 8 inches. You don't need the full pocket. 2 more inches would actually help with like tucking in sheets and stuff. And hi. I think that's all the questions that I had. People mainly want to know about the pistons, so there they are. Yeah, make sure you put them in early on. I don't think I installed them quite correctly. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any ideas for future builds or anything like that, please let me know. I do kind of get stuck. I've got a couple things planned coming up. And then I did just get a new tool. I got my first router. I've never used one before, so if you have any cool projects that would be fun to see or a challenge for me, it is my first time using a router. But if you have any fun projects that would be neat to see, let me know and I will probably give them a try. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I hope I answered your questions. I'll try to do this more. There is a demand for it. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon, and like and subscribe. See you next time. Yeah. Want to see how long it takes to put the bed away?